would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this. But the thought of going to disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to put my positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That is all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something. Even if it's a special school or something. It's a fresh start. My life isn't over. It would be my sake to just resign myself to thinking that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like.
It looks delicious. I'm sorry, I have food, so I'm like gonna be eating.
Wait, you want to take a 20-minute break so we can eat?
What he could do is he can just mute his mic.
One life expectancy. Because I should be eating soon anyways. Like maybe 20 minutes from now. The game looks far too pompous for what it was.
How about this? We'll just continue without you.
Damn.
Actually, wait, you're recording this, right?
I am, yes.
So then, actually, no, we shouldn't continue without you because otherwise your viewers wouldn't understand.
True.
Again, anybody that thinks I'm being a dick, I'm sorry, I really am not. I'm just trying to be funny.
If anyone thinks I'm being a dick, they're right.
Yeah. It's just him, don't worry.
Anyone thinks I'm illiterate?
They're right.
I'm sorry.
Damn it! You know what's weird? Every time there's a sad part in this thing, I always like envision Space Oddity to be playing in the background. If you know that song.
Which one?
Space Oddity.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, I remember that one.
By David Bowie, yeah. Background.
So, continue.
Continue.
In fact, gates in general seem to do that. But this one's especially so. They have bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster, assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wondered if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like. Couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck in thinking about this gate for too long, so I entered through with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Who spends that long looking at the gate, to be honest?
It's a gate. It looks fancy.
Moving forward feels good. I walked towards the main building of Yamako Academy with a brisk pace. I'm alone as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds the school would have, more like a park with a clean walking way, past trees, and the smell of fresh-cut grass and all the other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder.
Well, apparently you haven't had a shower in a while, smartass.
Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes.
He had a few sponge baths from the
Don't
nurse.
take a shower.
Hey, Luke, he had a few sponge baths from the nurse.
That's what I tell myself. Oh God, no. Please no. And now he gets it. Such a delayed.
Timing. That's because I had to click to see.
Okay. A hugely big building zoomed behind the leafy canopies. Too big and too many for just this school.
That's what
Everything
she
seemed
said.
off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told this is my school, in the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one.
Uncanny Valley. Well, seems like she needs a little deep cleaning.
Stop! I'm trying to listen to what he has to say.
Stop. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I can anchor myself to something tangible, instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind, and the green hues flash all around me and catch my attention. It makes me think about hospitals again, and how they say that operating rooms are painted green because green is a common color. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery?
Hey, Luke, it's yours.
Huh?
Luke, yours.
Really?
One thing of yours.
Oh. Ellipses.
That's yours.
Sorry, I skipped ahead because I
Only
was
after I
waiting.
stand in front of the haunted main building, I surprised myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had my own life I could return to. Listen, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous and with this realization set in my head, I opened the front door. A tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical.
One second, sorry. I had to lower my music a bit. Hello, you must be Nikki!
No, my name is not Nikki. Ugh.
Nakai!
Nakai.
So you are! No, I'm Italian! No!
So
you are!
Science teacher, my name is Roto!
So you are! Excellent! We'll go hunting for crocodiles. No?
It's an Italian crocodile hunter?
No, Scottish or like constipated Scottish crocodile hunter.
Is this really a dude? I forget.
He can only record when he's constipated.
Excellent! I'm your crocodile. Sorry.
Shut up.
We're having technical difficulties. Give us a sec.
Yeah, there's a...
I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Mito. Welcome.
We exchanged a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks
That's
at
what
his
she
watch.
said. A hand job, but it's neither firm nor sloppy.
The head nerd. Oh, it's let's see. Crikey. Okay, now I'm ready.
Oh my god. You're gonna offend so many people. Wait, you don't care?
I don't care. You're right. The head nurse asked for you for a brief check-in visit down to the safari. Let's Oh, should I go later? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. Now we can hunt the animal tracks through it.
I'm giving it all she's got, Captain.
We should probably get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. Eh? They're waiting already.
Waiting for me? I don't like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying.
Do you want to introduce yourself to the rest of the class?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Why?
Because we're doing the shizune route.
We're taking care of the most hated route first, so that with the
Yeah, of
rest
course, right?
Yeah, of course. So that's the shizune route.
I'm just gonna save right here. No, okay. Oh, actually, that's a smart idea. You should save before you make that decision.
Shoot. Oh well.
Oops.
Yeah,
Anyway.
sure. I mean, isn't that normal? Of course. But not everyone likes to be the center of attention.
You're just with people in this game and reading your mind.
I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I shouldn't be the one to give the first impression of myself.
Right, but it's no problem. Let's go then. Let's go then. Charlie,
My
oh!
heart was pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door down the third floor corridor was marked as a classroom for the class 33.
This guy looks like some sort of freaking private investigator, I swear to God.
He does.
He does kind of. He just
Good
needs a-
morning, everyone. Crikey! Sorry I'm late again.
Like a
Charlie, oh!
I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Ah, get a grip. This is a big step, I know that. But there isn't any point to worrying so much about it. At least, not this soon. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of the new classmates. Oh wait, you see that girl with the one hand?
Yeah.
The hand bandages, Chris?
Yeah?
That's Mickey.
Okay.
Okay. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high, and there's lots of space left over around and in between the desk. An entire wall taking up the backwoods and the high old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desk, and the shelf underneath the
Before
books
we
and
go
wood
on-
chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. Okay, go.
That red-haired guy who is next to Hanako, he reminds me so much of the guy from Baka and Test. You know, the guy who's his friend.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah, and the guy in front of him looks like Lithuania.
No, I'm talking about the guy next to Hanako, who has the
I
cane.
know.
Yeah,
But the guy in front of him looks like he's from Italia.
I know.
Okay, are we continuing?
Yes.
I stopped walking in front of the classroom and faced other students. They all look normal, like students in another school. But then, why would they be here? They're probably like me and has something wrong with them. Only it's just not immediately obvious. Then I noticed that one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb of her right hand. It's a little jarring.
Misha!
Misha!
Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class.
Excuse me, you were
flash of dark hair.
yourself?
I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if to make her invisible. It's her hand. Yeah, okay. There's one boy that with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions, sign language. She appears at me over the rims of glass and then goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kind of cute. So, is the cherry-looking girl with the pink hair sitting next to her? She really is hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her at the moment I walked in.
Please welcome our newest classmate!
He claps his hand and so does everyone else except one girl in the front row who has only one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing and thanks for the applause I did not deserve. Look at the guy in the corner.
He's so fat.
Oh yeah, I saw that guy. It's just...
A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now.
So... I'm Hisao Nakai.
And after that,
My hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along with everyone, even though I'm a new student, and bang all of your hot girls.
and after
That
that,
says it? Oh.
being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting.
I'm gonna bang you
I'm
all.
saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied, even with what little I said, though. A few girls were whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse.
Hey, Luke, it's yours.
Ellipses.
I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep closer. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row claps in this round with her one hand against her other wrist. It ends in a
I attempted it.
It makes me feel a little bad.
You dick.
Doesn't make me feel bad. We're going to be doing some group work today, hunting the tigers. So that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you, Johnny? Yeah, it's fine with me. That's good. Now you can work with Hakamichi. She's the class representative. You can explain everything you may want to know. And who else would be able to do that better? KP.
How could I know? Teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we will be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow, the teacher seems to catch my helpless expression.
Alright, Hakamichi is right over there, by the ferns, hiding in the grass. Shizune Hakamichi.
As he calls her name, the cute bubbly girl with bright hair and gold eyes waves her hand at me. I take a seat next to her by the window.
Hey, I'm guessing you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you.
So
I'm caught off guard by her laughter.
I would be too. It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha! This is Hakamichi. She-chan!
Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw in the sign language. It looks like she has been staring at me the whole time. She nods once nonchalantly, to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short, yet carefully kneaded brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of her dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytically and slightly bored.
It's nice to meet you.
Ellipses.
She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Akamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like, you'll be able to talk to people, and who better to explain things to you.
I can see you're a little confused, right? But I understand why you would think I was Shichan. Shichan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you too. Ellipses. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shichan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he wouldn't have been standing up there for no reason, right? He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today so soon. Hichan, right?
Hichan?
Yep, it fits. Oh my god, she read his mind again! It fits, doesn't it?
Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise, I never really liked that nickname.
I don't really see how.
It fits, you look just like I imagined. Ellipses. Yeah, you look just like a Hichan. Oh my
I
god.
wonder why everyone seems to think so.
Ellipses?
Akamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands in a blur.
Chatty bitches.
Misha seems a little overwhelmed.
What else is new? Sorry about that. Shichan wants you to know that she's the class rep, so if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. Ellipses? Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it.
She stumbles with the hard word a bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation.
Just like KP! Thanks, that'd be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came.
I want your side KP.
Look yours.
Ellipses. That's no good. Oh my god, it's Sonic. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there. Not just with school either. It can be dangerous, kids. Okay, I'm done. Always! Even if it's a convenience. Trip to the convenience store. Really? Shichan?
I wonder about where you're going? I guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it, half-assedly, but anyway. I don't say anything, and Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over my seat, both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me, unexpectedly deeply.
You look down. Are you okay? Ellipses? Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test.
Like asking it on help during a test. Alright.
Ellipses. And another thing, you don't have to call Shichan something so formal like Hakamichi or class rep all the time. Just call her Shichan. Ellipses? Okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe shizune would be more appropriate. Ellipses. Yep, shizune is fine.
Huh. Okay, that'd be a lot easier for me.
I feel a little more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, so I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier. Especially about Shizune, who I assumed would be all business. Well, she still seems like that. Just less so, I guess.
Ellipses. Huh? Oh right, we haven't even touched the assignment. We should start to work now or Shichan will get mad.
The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it by the end of the class.
That too. Ellipses.
Shizune glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand
She
that.
gave us the finger.
Shizune... Oh, shit.
Wait, what?
Okay, I get the message.
Ellipses. After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay?
The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of it being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Still, we finished it in the last few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class. Despite a late start, Shizune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I can feel guilty about that. I feel guilty. The clock tower bell rings, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs.
Oh
We descend
my.
we descend even below the lobby where I met Muto, down on the floor. Just like everything in the school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the class exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate.
It's the cafeteria.
The enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. It's a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice. It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of patients. I
Precision.
picked some... That's what I said.
You said precision.
I picked something at random and followed Shizune to the table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. I don't understand the signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at the person who talks, to you is proper and polite.
Do you want to know something?
What? My 3 sciences, of course.
About anything. We're your guide, so you should ask if there is something. So,
I wonder.
Ask about
Shizune Stephanus.
Okay, click.
Shizune intrigues me, and I kind of want to ask something about her. But I can't really ask about anything that personal, can I? Can't come up with anything else fast, so I just focus on my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glasses at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something.
We should really go hard on him. Yeah.
Ellipses.
If you notice, the conversation is not enough to fill silence.
You don't say.
We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. A dark-haired girl I noticed before slumped over her desk at the last row. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with an elegance of a rhino.
Well, Tentacles has appeared.
She sinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning to stone just from her presence.
Misha's not that ugly, Jesus.
Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse.
Rude bitches.
I'm left wondering about her. Even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and finally the teacher, getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's a little long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Besides me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me.
Ellipses. Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hee-chan. We gotta hurry already since there's a lot of work for us to do. Ellipses. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it.
Oh wait, the teacher said I'd have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go?
Is that so? We can at least show you that much.
And if we put our shirts down, you can see more.
We join the floor of students making their way down the stairwell and outside with their girls pointing to the other students.
I didn't even finish my...
I skipped him.
Oh well. When we go outside, the girls make the way to the small building that makes the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually a part of the main building.
Ellipses. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation swimming office and all nurse's office, and they even have a swimming pool.
A swimming pool! How is that official?
Ellipses? Don't be silly, Hee-chan. It's for physical therapy, of course.
Yes, we are.
Oh my. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is in the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education. I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in hoping that this really will be a quick visit like the teacher said. On the white door on the left is a green cross with the text, Head Nurse, and a nameplate. A voice from the inside responds to my knocking almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I let myself further in. The room is not large, it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. Wonder why it smells so weird.
Oh, yeah.
The chest is neatly and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used mechanical utensils. And
You are both stronger!
At least a dozen coffee cups lingering on the desk.
Hello there! What can I do for you today?
He's a young looking and sort of rugged. Rugged? Yeah. But the dimples in his cheek wash that impression away when he smiles.
Are you the nurse?
Nope, it's raping time.
It's like he...
That smile is perfect for it!
Nope, it's
He smiles like the person who heard this very same question hundreds of times.
Right, yes I am. Is this the one the door? No! You can call me by my name, or just the nurse, like everyone else.
Of course,
like
to
you're
shake
really
off my
bad
confusion,
for me.
realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly.
Right, I'm a new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai.
What are you doing with my pants? Eyes light up with revelation and he snaps his finger. Oh god.
Oh, yeah,
I see you!
I was just reading your file this morning, big cop.
Let's into it.
Some kind of chronic arrhythmia.
Oh my god, more music in the background.
Congenital. Heart vessel deficiency.
Listen.
Right?
Music in the background.
He gestures for me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk.
Yes. Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. Yeah. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so we can rape you endlessly. So never hesitate to call us if there's a problem.
Oh my.
The famous 24-hour nursing staff.
Whoa, this is like a hospital. But not exactly. For instance, we do it harder. We don't do brain surgery here either.
His joke feels so out of place and I'm left thinking why he even said it.
Yeah, it's just that it feels really weird to have so many medical people out of school. You'll get used to it.
I'm not so sure of that myself. I don't let the nurse know it.
Now we'll just find your file again. Is it in your pants?
While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of papers around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminate floor, and all the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day, and from all the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it.
So you already have medication. Well, we have deep red drug for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and even I won't be much help.
Oh,
Apart from that, do you do any sports? Do you have stuff like, I don't know, orgies? Boxing?
Vince
Oh, I
his
do
own joke,
sports
but I don't.
alright. If you count banging the chicks of the school as sport, then I'm a freaking gold medalist. Yeah, I screwed that line up. I don't care.
KP! Oh, you just skipped like half your line. Okay, whatever. Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I have to recommend you refrain from doing that. At least for the time being. Oh.
Shit.
I like the reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick the ball around.
He's
I
been.
guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do, yeah?
Though on the other hand, I will kick him in the balls if he touches me.
Any kind of concussion might be dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack on children is not a good idea for my criminal record.
Why? Why? Just say the words. Just say the words as they are.
Sorry.
Ad-lib when you're done.
Okay. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There's no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly.
It's because I suck at talking to girls.
I sidestepped the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers with a more serious expression on his face.
Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. We have physical therapy, and such as I said, I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just some light exercise regularly.
This fucking bitch is a regular exercise.
Brisk walks or even light jogging, jump free rope, that sort of thing. Swimming maybe? There is a pool here. Did we mention there's a pool?
How about skinny dipping?
So I was told. You were very good. At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this stuff before. You just need to take care not to overexert yourself.
He wags his finger to emphasize the point.
He's just doing the back way now.
No need really. I've heard this 1,000 times already.
I imagine that by over-exert yourself, he doesn't mean fucking the bitches at the school.
Yeah, completely not.
He does.
Absolutely no unnecessary risk.
I mean, he knows that it's gonna happen, but he can tell just by looking at us that we're really good looking. And clearly do not talk about talking to girls.
Luke?
Yeah?
Why are you in a tunnel?
Why is he using blender is what I'm wondering.
All construction's going on.
Believe yourself you're going to be going into
In
a
an
construction
airport.
zone.
Next to a shipyard.
Wait, is it my turn now?
He goes over to my... I just skipped your thing, it's fine. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content.
I'll go to I have to get the Texas app. Oh, good. That's it. Come meet me if you ever need something.
I'm ushered out before I even realize it. Quick visit indeed.
Talk about a quickie.
I end up staying in front of the main building in the auxiliary building, although to my eyes, they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate. Everyone seems to know where they're going. And I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. Then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us?
One of us.
One of us.
Lucas' turn.
Ellipses.
I should go somewhere too to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The weariness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorm, set a little wayport from main building complex. I said wayport because I'm actually used to saying wayport. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorm. Strawberry flowers and the overbearing smell of fresh cut grass that fills the atmosphere and Luke's house. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The room building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is before going inside.
Yeah,
It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket.
Room 119.
Despite that ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like the main building, the halls and doors are widely to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators at the ends of the hallway later. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. It seems that the only girls around here, only the girls around here are stressful. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small quarters branch off in the main building.
Oh wait, before we continue more, I just want to say is Luke, you got Kenji, okay?
Oh, thank God.
What?
Each of these minor hallways
Even KP sounded happy about it.
and shower as well as our floor rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. Maybe that 115. Okay, sorry. The nameplates on the room adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just two of us here. Light shine from the door of room 117, so I lock night. Wait.
Hello? Is anyone home?
From inside I hear a few movements, then the clicking of way too many locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open.
Give it a second.
A respectable boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intently through his extremely thick glasses.
Hello, Harry Potter.
Who is it?
Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? Feeling closer to me until my noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic.
Peace out, Nakai. Yeah. I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce my...
His face suddenly brightens with agitation as he stands back upright, resting his hand up, smiling, looking straight to my eyes.
Luke, shut up, okay? We don't need to hear your construction.
I can't.
In the airport, next to the shipyard.
Oh, sup, dude? The name's Kenji.
Ah, hi.
Take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it. Still a little rattled at the sudden change of attitude and we him welcome.
Oh my God! Shut up!
Now, always in time with Luke.
There were some suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier.
It was probably my parents.
Your parents? You sure? Because they could have been some other people too. You can't judge a book by its cover.
Wait, is he related to Misha?
Huh?
It's what? Yeah, okay, I got you, man.
Oh, is he
that
referring to the fact that Misha snuck into our closet and is going
No.
to sleep with us?
No,
No.
it sounded so much like Misha, what you just said there.
Yeah. He's out of place proverbs, thus hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond.
I'd say the chances are high enough.
He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures.
You're a brave man, Hisao. Me, I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself.
Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either?
He thinks about this for a while.
A wise decision. Damn, you are smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart.
He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it.
Can I just say I feel really tempted just to lead Luke astray and just lead him into the death flag?
No.
Because the death flag is also kind of hilarious.
No.
Anyways,
It doesn't matter.
With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment and searches his door handle and shuts the door behind him. I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119.
Oh.
Bleak beige walls, white linen, and desk made of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. It's no one's room or personalized my hospital room. My bags are sitting in front of the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes.
And Misha.
Also, it seemed like there were a number of worms hanging there as well.
Including girls' one. Hi,
We're
Chum.
not drinks.
You unpacked your things and made your
Made a
bed.
bed. They said that it don't fit,
make-
then you should go to the office.
Actually, no, yeah, me and Luke have to duel this one.
Yeah, no, he doesn't want to.
He said that if
Fine.
these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom, and Dad.
Sorry about the damn construction!
Wait, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped I wouldn't have.
Oh my god!
It's still to work.
How many times did you have to mow that one spot?
Hey, KP, you wanted to take a break, right?
Yeah, it's about to end, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Let's end this as soon as that happens.
I put the note down on the desktop and lay it down on the bed feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me to wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming, and the entire day today too. I still think I am. Damn. I think I'll distract myself somehow, so I don't be this unnatural all the time. You want me to like speed read this? Because I'm really good at reading really fast.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. Tomorrow I'll have to go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, the bottles of medication
LSD.
rearranged on the night table catch my eye.
Time to
pick
drop
up
some
and shakes
acid.
it near the contents right beside it, and then read the glued on pharmacy label. Pharmacy label.
He's on that
So-
guy. Take
okay.
2 tablets daily to stay alive.
Oh my.
But I'm still alive.
Doesn't really say that, but I could just as well. It could just as well. It kind of twisted having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosages.
Luke,
What?
yours one.
Ellipses.
I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that, I keep staring at the
Sorry,
blank, unfamiliar
I thought
ceiling.
you were
too long.
referring to the damn construction project.
Doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across the room with my fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm nest-like against the chill that passes for room temperature here while I get sucked into oblivion. Okay. Soon the light shaded darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping up on my spine once again. I keep
And
drifting
the only
further
thing
away
that
from
I
the
can
one.
hear, and the only thing that I'm suddenly able to hear through the night is this very silent.
Is this the end of the chapter? It's the end of the chapter! Yes!
End of chapter.
Okay, let's save.
Yep, creating a new save state. Progress state successfully.
Saving.
Okay.
So, we're
Well,
gonna take a quick break and probably finish this later. So I'm gonna end the recording right here and start up a new one.
we did
So-
exactly 1 hour.
Yeah, no.
Perfecto.
I'll see you guys later. My name is Kelly Ryback.
My name is
And see you
Otaku.
next time.
See ya.
Bye.